Hello and welcome to this weather update. It is a little after 1 p.m. on May 20th, 2019. It's a very hot day out there across Long Island. We're looking at the Ventus sky. We'll start off with this. And we're already approaching 80 degrees over most of Long Island, and on the North Shore it's above 80. South Shore, even on the South Shore, we're seeing readings in the 70s. It's very warm air. You got to be right on the beach for it to be any cooler. And of course in Jersey it's even worse where it's close to 90 already. And of course if we look at the humidity, those dew points are up there as well. They're way up there, way up there. So very uncomfortable day. Let's look at the one to ground observations as well, and show you the humidity and the heat that we're dealing with today. Temperatures in the middle. Look at this. We already have readings in the 80s here, according to this. So it's already in the mid 80s outside here in the middle of the island, and the South Shore, right on the South Shore, it's in the 70s, but you got to literally be right on the South Shore. Hopefully we'll see a stronger sea breeze develop as the day goes on, but right now it's an absolutely brutal day across Long Island and New York City as well, I'm sure, in the mid and upper 80s. But of course, if we go into Jersey, we are seeing some 90s. Remember, it's only May, and look at that. Around Toms River, our usual hot spot, we have temperatures well above 90 in certain areas. So a very brutal day, and again, if we shift it over and look at the dew points, you'll see we're also dealing with some pretty high humidity as well. Let's go ahead and look at that. Yeah, we have some 70-degree dew points out there. A little lower on the South Shore. Just disgustingly warm, humid, very, very warm air. Hey, maybe there'll even be some records broken today. Dew points in the 70s. It looks like over parts of Jersey as well. So a very uncomfortable day. Horrible, horrible day. So let's go look at some observations here. Republic Airport has 79 degrees, but Toms River is up to 89. But I have a feeling that it's going to be even hotter than that if we go and look at some other. It's going to be. We're going to see some hotter readings on Long Island as well. So let's take a look at that, shall we? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, accidentally closed the tab there. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Ice slip. Let's take a look at ice slip here. 80 degrees. So, yeah, we've reached the 80s on Long Island. I'm hoping to see. There is a south wind at 13, gusting to 18. So, hopefully by the afternoon, a little later, we'll get some relief from the sea breeze. But right now, it's pretty brutal out there. And we're going to look at the radar and see if there's anything on the radar right now. Not yet. There's one cell, isolated cell up there around Poughkeepsie. Alright, so now we're going to look at the satellite, and this is where we have some disturbing things to look at here. You'll notice this over here. This looks like some type of tropical system that is developing, and what's weird is I almost see an eye over here developing on this right here. That looks like an eye. Let's see if we can make that a little larger, if we can, because that actually is very concerning. Yeah, look at this. Oh. Yeah, that's a tropical system. That is a There's an eye right there. There's an eye right there. Alright, it says that there's a tropical system forming over here, but there's something forming over here too. And again, this is where there's a lot of warm water. And we haven't even gotten into the tropical season yet. We haven't even gotten in there yet, which is absolutely ridiculous. So here is another look at it on. So it's Invest 90L. That's what this is. And here is another. This is the other one that I was showing you. So look at that. You can almost see that there's two distinct areas of circulation. I don't know, one over here and one over here. Very disturbing. Yeah, this is not good at all whatsoever. This is not good at all. I would like to actually get a better resolution on this if I could, to see if we can. We have U.S. Atlantic coast already. That's the one we are viewing. It's annoying that they do not offer a larger one. Let's see. No, that's southeast. Oh, Caribbean. Let's see. This might get us a little closer. No. Yeah, for some reason they don't really have a better resolution, but this looks like an eye over here for sure. Um, let's see if we can use the satellite on this and see. Maybe this will show up on here. Let's see if it'll work. Get the temperatures off here. I just want to have a closer look at this because this is quite disturbing. Alright. It looks like there was an eye on that. So this is the area right here on the satellite, using the underground satellite. So, yeah, this is a disturbing situation here. I don't know what to tell you about this storm system, but we're going to actually look at it on Ventus Sky as well. Show it to you as well. It's right over here. Yep, here it is. So it's right over here. Actually, we're looking at temperature, so let's go ahead and look at humidity, but it's right over here. This is where the circulation is. So, and here's the problem, is that luckily we have a cold front coming, otherwise this thing could be pulled into our area, whatever the heck this thing is. Yeah, here it is. Look at that. Yeah, here you go. This is let's just refresh the satellite image. So here you go. This is this system that's in the Caribbean right now. So this over here looks like an ice forming. Right over here. Look at that. That looks like an eye forming. So we're not technically in tropical season yet, and I think this is going to wind up getting a name. Yeah, because of those warm water temperatures. Yep. There you go. Refreshed again. There you go. That is... What can I tell you? This is going to be a bad tropical season. Really bad. So again, this is Invest 90L. Isn't that strong on this? I don't know if they've flown any aircraft into it. But this is something that needs to be watched for sure. Well, let's go to the models, shall we? Let's see what the models do with it. So here it is right here. Let's see what the models do with it. Yep, looks like it tries to wrap it up a little bit right there. And then it goes away. So it won't hit us, but that's definitely a concern. Obviously, this is not a model I like to use for tropical activity, GFS, but let's look at the Euro. See what it does with it. Keeps it very weak. And what about the NAM? So put this back to this. Alright. So yeah, it definitely has, you can see it has its strengthening and then weakening. I think this thing could get a name. But luckily we have this high building in. So this high building in is going to keep this thing away. Thank God. Keep it away for now. Oh boy. Yep, this is going to be a busy tropical season, I'm telling you. Let me just see if I see anything in the long range on the GFS forming in this area. And again, this is where you're going to see the activity forming in the Caribbean this year. Not Cape Verde. Yep, that looks like something else forming. So, yeah. We got to keep our eye on the tropics. Not only are we dealing with the heat, but we got to keep our eye on the tropics. So, I'm just going to go into briefly the cloud situation for tomorrow and the rest of this week. If we're going to have any clear skies, it does not look like we're going to. We're going to have a lot of cirrus around for tomorrow, and Wednesday maybe a little better. Thursday, tons of cirrus. Friday, maybe a little bit of a break. I don't know. Let's look at the NAM. See if we can get any clearer skies on the NAM maybe for tomorrow. Yeah, still some cirrus. Maybe the NAM looks a little better. A little better. But anyway, let's go look at the precipitation here and we'll look at this front coming through. So yeah, the showers and thunderstorms probably as we head toward 7, 8, 9 o'clock, moving across the area with that front. But the NAM doesn't seem to think there's going to be a line. But it underdid last night, so it may wind up, because we had a couple of downpours here last night that made it out to Long Island, so it's possible we're going to see some activity tonight on Long Island as well, because we have this really warm, humid air. And then after that, like I said, we're going to have dry, so I'll just show you the dew points going down with the front. And I think that'll wrap up this weather update. Don't want to be in too long, but I just want to show you how brutal it is. So again, here are those high dew points, and they get pushed down by the dry air. Thank God. And then that stays dry for the next 48 hours at least. So again, we are watching this tropical system. Not only are we watching this tropical system, but we are dealing with this heat in our area as well. One other thing we need to look at is a severe threat. So we do have some thunderstorms that are, like I said, I'm concerned because we have these elevated capes in our area. This is right around 2, and it's going to come up even more around 5. Probably. Let's take a look at 5 o'clock, and it's not wanting to load for whatever reason. And yeah, it's 5 o'clock one does not want to load, but the 2 o'clock one definitely wants to load. Cape is definitely elevated. This could indicate some strong thunderstorms with high winds. We can also look at the lifted index as well and show you that, and you can see a really high lifted index over New Jersey. Not so much for Long Island, but I have a feeling when that front gets closer, here it is around 5. Let's see what happens when we get toward 8, because I think it's going to move a little further east, a little bit more. But the highest risk will be over New Jersey. So I'll keep you updated. You know, what can I tell you? We are just getting started with the tropical season, and it's going to be a bad one. I'm telling you. Anyway, that's it for this weather update. Take care.